Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game, man. I've been meaning to drop a video about this, so I had to talk about this. And I gotta say, Vasily Lomachenko is full of grade A shit. And he is a complete fraud for his latest statements. And he is completely exposed if this is true. All right, you guys, peep game. Recently, Vasily Lomachenko said basically that he wanted a big fight. He said he wanted a big name on his resume, so he does this calculated, fake, clout chasing, pathetic call out of Floyd Mayweather, a fighter who has not fought. And basically, if you want to count his last actual fight, versus an actual fighter since 2005. So it's been almost 5 years since Floyd actually had a regular boxing match. It's been almost 3 years since Floyd Mayweather fought Conor McGregor. So let me get this straight. Vasily Lomachenko wants to fight a 43-year-old Floyd Mayweather who's been retired for pretty much officially for 3 years. Really? So you want to fight a dude really who then fought basically 2 times within the last 5 years, who is anywhere from 2 to 3 weight classes higher than you. So what weight would y'all fight at? You mean to tell me you going up to 147? And here's the thing with Vasily Lomachenko. He couldn't dictate anything in negotiations with a fight with Floyd Mayweather because, one, he don't have no fans. He doesn't have a fan base. Nobody cares about Vasily Lomachenko except ESPN, Top Rank, and his predominantly white, racist, what I'm saying, fans. And he has, like I said, next to really no fan base. People talk all this shit about how great he is, but nobody goes to see him fight in person. And then his TV ratings are mediocre at best. He doesn't draw ratings through the roof. Okay, so that's hilarious. That's hilarious when you think about him having the audacity to call out Floyd Mayweather. Now, keep in mind, let me show you what a hypocrite and a fraud Vasily Lomachenko is. Keep in mind, this is the same dude that's been offered a fight with Manny Pacquiao, well, for the last year and a half. Now, keep in mind, he says, oh, I don't want to fight Manny Pacquiao because he's a legend. I would feel bad about beating a legend. Well, Floyd Mayweather is a legend. So wouldn't you feel bad about beating a legend in Floyd Mayweather? You trying to say Floyd ain't a legend? I don't know, man. That's kind of suspect. So let me get this straight. You don't want to fight the Filipino dude, but you will fight the black boxing legend. Really? Do I need to go there with Lomachenko? Now keep in mind, I kept my silence and I was pretty, I tried to be okay with this situation that Vasily Lomachenko and, Alexander Buslik did when he defeated Adonis Stevenson. When he knocked Adonis Stevenson out, he put Adonis Stevenson in a coma. And basically, him and Vasily Lomachenko was in the locker room cutting Adonis Stevenson's face off the belt, which was very disrespectful. Of course, his fans came to his rescue. Oh no, Town. I don't think they knew he was in a coma. Don't jump to conclusions. Come on, Town. Don't make this about race. Fuck y'all. My question was, why did they have to do that? I would have had a problem with that if a black person had did that to a white fighter. Because that's it. Especially if he had put him in a coma. Now, here's the funny part. They tried to say, well, Vasily Lomachenko and them didn't know that Adonis Stevenson got taken out in the stretcher, but in the locker room as they're celebrating, there's a TV, in the locker room where you could basically see what's going on the floor. You can see what's out on the floor. So actually they did see it. So then when I exposed that, then everybody got quiet and said, hey, tell, just give them a pass. You know, maybe they'll issue an apology. Never issued the apology. Well, Buzlik issued an apology when I interviewed him months later, going into his fight with Artur Beterbiev, which Artur Beterbiev pounded his ass into submission, which I loved every minute of it, as I said before. So, like I said, people on YouTube are fake. And like I said, we know who the real race baiters are. We know who the real racists are. And it ain't the brothers and the sisters. But Vasily Lomachenko, he's not making any kind of sense for real. He's contradicting himself. And first of all, I almost want Floyd to take that fight. You know why? At 43, Floyd would still beat Vasily Lomachenko. Floyd would pound on him, and Floyd would stop him. And then a lot of these fake boxing channels and, that's really nothing but racist and white supremacists disguised as boxing channels, they would be on suicide watch. Their heart would sink knowing that Vasily Lomachenko, the worst possible scenario would happen to somebody like Vasily Lomachenko. He lost to a black fighter, and that black fighter happened to be Floyd Mayweather. I'm talking about it would be the double whammy. I'm telling you, some of these dudes would shut down their channels. Or some of these channels would actually do a live stream and they would actually use the N-word referring to Floyd Mayweather. Because there have been a couple of channels that almost slipped up and said it anyway. A couple of biting ass channels. So that would be their worst nightmare. I almost want Floyd to take that fight. I almost want to encourage him. That would be, I'm talking about Floyd would beat the living shit out of Vasily Lomachenko, even at 43. For real. Vasily Lomachenko, I would make him go up to 147. And when I say Floyd would destroy him, he would destroy him. And I would laugh every minute seeing Floyd like beating the hell out of Lomachenko. Because I know that the white supremacists that support him, they would just mentally break down. Like I said, I almost want Floyd to take that fight. But Floyd would be totally discredited. Even though he would be coming out of retirement, people would say, oh, the silly Lomachenko was too small. He had no business getting in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. And then you would hear people saying Floyd is a bully. They can't stand him. It would just be hilarious, but I will enjoy every moment of it. Not because I'm a Floyd supporter, but I'm a black man, and I know that it would hurt a lot of these white supremacists and racists that's on YouTube. Like I said, it would be excuse driven. I'm talking about it would be a good fight until the contract got signed. And if I was Floyd, I would consider calling Lomachenko's bluff, but we know Bob Arum ain't gonna make that fight. Bob Arum would never make that fight because it's too risky, and he has too much riding on Lomachenko. So that would be hilarious though. But I know Floyd ain't even gonna entertain the fight, the fight, or the thought of a fight with Vasily Lomachenko. I just know Floyd wouldn't do it. Vasily Lomachenko, had he fought somebody like Floyd Mayweather, 28-year-old Floyd Mayweather at 135 destroys Lomachenko. I'm talking about the fight ain't even close. If he struggled with Orlando Salido, George Pedraza, Linares. Come on, man. Y'all really think he beating Floyd? In reality, people know the truth. They know Lomachenko can't beat Floyd. And that's why they don't make videos saying Lomachenko would have beat Floyd. Because anybody believe that, I don't know what to tell you. Floyd have beat the living shit out of white Jesus. He the so-called white Jesus. But, and like I said, I would love every minute of it. But Vasily Lomachenko is full of shit. Like I said, I thought you said you would feel bad beating a legend. This just goes to show you that he was clout chasing and he just scared of Manny Pacquiao and he don't think he can win that fight. He should just say that. He should just keep it 100. He should just say, hey, man, I don't think I can win that fight. I think Manny Pacquiao is too big for me. Remember, Manny Pacquiao said he would fight Lomachenko. He said he willing to fight Lomachenko at a catchweight. He said the lowest he could go down to, he said he might could do 137. So why not Lomachenko, take his chance? Because at the end of the day, he really don't want to fight Floyd. And if he do, he just looking for a big payday. And then he already know Floyd ain't fighting in no stadium that don't have fans. Because Floyd feeds off that kind of stuff. So I'm just keeping it 100. I am just keeping it 100. Lomachenko is full of shit. He full of shit, and his team is full of shit. He not beating Floyd. Even at 43, Floyd still mops the floor with Lomachenko. I'm talking about he will blueface Lomachenko. He will beat the hell out of Lomachenko, and he would stop him. He would walk Lomachenko down. He would pot shot him. And I don't think Lomachenko would be able to take Floyd's shots. I think either Lomachenko quits on the stands or, one way or another, his dad would probably throw in the towel. He has no chance against Floyd Mayweather, even against a 43-year-old Mayweather. This is facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Straight facts. No chance. Will not win. Will get humiliated. You know what I'm saying? But I almost want Floyd to take that fight, man, just because he would shut a lot of channels down. Floyd, when I say that would be Lomachenko's 15 minutes of fame, getting a fight with Floyd Mayweather and getting the hell beat out of him by Floyd Mayweather. Real talk. So that's all I have to say about that. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.